And go. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hello. Well, I was going to say good morning from me, but it's not morning for literally everybody else. So, good evening, friends. Welcome, welcome. I can see some big hype in the chat so far. We've got Slayer, we've got Aqua, we've got Scared, we've got Deb, we've got Hen. Welcome, welcome. I'm sure some others will trundle on in. Yeah, big hype. Very excited to have Merg here. Hello, welcome, Merghalodon.
Hi, thanks for having
Hey,
me. I'm so excited.
yeah, it's very, very cool to have you here, and we're going to have a nice chat. The strategy today is I've set up a multi, so we got a four-player because I didn't want to not do Asia because that's just the new shiny toy, and nobody wants to not play with it, right? And so
Can you imagine?
yeah,
We're like
I was
base
like,
game
boo,
only.
it's not Asia. Let's no, don't even bother. Just turn off. So I figured while Hen and so we got Hen, I'm just Hen and G Truda playing with us. So while they're taking their turns, we've got a little bit of extra breathing room to have a chat about this, that, and the other. Is the plan. But yeah, no worries. I'll start my turn and pick my hand, and then we'll get into grilling, turning the spotlight on and turning the thumb screws and finding out all about Merg, which I'm sure everyone is keen for. Turning the thumb screws in a very gentle, benevolent way, if such a thing
More
is
like a
possible.
manicure, really. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Hen saying base game only I would die. Yeah, me
Can you
too,
imagine?
for sure. And we've got Kitty as well. Hey, Kitty, what's going on? So, in saying that, I've did I have Asia switched on? I'm scared. No, we've got an Asia bird in the tray. Okay,
Yeah. The
my hand
coppers.
is nothing Asia, nothing in sight. But I do have a house finch, so I can't be too mad about it. Am I gonna go house finch, bunch of cards, and dig? Maybe. What's my bonus? Definitely rodentologist over site selection every day of the week. And then is the carrion crow worth taking then? We'll see. I'll do some cycling and see how many predators I turn up with rodents, and we'll make a decision on the carrion crow, I think is the plan. And let's do it. Over to Merg and her starting hand. Feel free to tell us all your strats or keep them closer to your chest. Up
Oh,
to
happy
you.
to talk constantly.
Yeah.
I do have Asia birds in my hand. I have the red
Ooh,
jungle fowl.
lovely.
I don't even, I've played very little, which is sad. I've been
Been
dying to play
busy.
since the year,
Yeah. Oh
yeah,
dear.
count the eggs on all of your birds. If the total is fewer than six, lay one. That's I'm gonna get just because that sounds fun to do.
Yeah, it's a good boy. Early game,
It's a good boy.
particularly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a cool looking bird too. The common green magpie, pretty
Mm-hmm.
bird.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know that I have need for it, but that's pretty sweet. Let's see what the bonuses are. I don't know.
That's the one that's
Ooh,
kind of
different.
like the 20 frog mouth, but it's not a predator sort of thing, I think.
Oh, I see what you mean because
Yeah.
you're catching yeah, worms and rats. I have forest population monitor, which is the different
Okay.
nest type
Yeah.
ones, and then ecologist, which is clearly a better bonus,
Oh
but
yeah, for sure. Take ecologist.
I'm
100%.
like, are we doing for fun?
Unless you want to take the Asia bonus card for the funsies, but that's completely up to you. I would personally not.
Probably regret it, but I think am I gonna do it?
Gonna go for it. Be brave. I love it.
I'm gonna do it for fun. And I don't know, I'm not feeling very inspired. I'm just gonna dig.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah,
If in doubt.
dig it out.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel good about this.
Nice, nice. Good stuff. So you were telling me before the stream that it was quite a nice day there in LA. I, for the stream tagline, late last night after I finished with Greens, I was like, oh yeah, I've got a stream in like another sort of 9 hours. Let's set up for that. And I was like, I need a tagline at the bottom. And I was like, brain, inspiration. And I was like, oh, she lives in LA. I was like, that's California, right? And I was like, immediately my brain was like, all the leaves are brown. And the sky is grey. Even though it's the wrong season for that, but whatever.
In your defense, it's been really, really gray here, the like all spring, and then through June we get
Yeah.
June gloom. So I was so pleasantly surprised the sun came out today. My garden's been dying for it.
Oh,
I'm going
nice.
crazy.
Yeah, we're going to
So,
talk about that because you're a gardener. We could start there. You love your gardening. What's the go? What sort of a setup have you got?
yeah, oh, it's expanding like
Mm-hmm.
probably too rapidly. So we just moved into this place 2 years ago, and we dug up the whole front
Oh
lawn
wow.
and yeah, put in raised beds, and our neighbors were coming around like, what are those going to be?
Yeah.
But they've come, they like them. So all planted in the front, and then we have like a little strip of dirt in the back,
Yeah.
which is where I'm peeking now, and I just started to put stuff straight into the ground back there.
Oh,
So
lovely. What sort of plants have you been popping in?
I'll tell you, too much corn. I don't know why I'm growing so
Okay,
much corn
corn.
and not planting corn.
Interesting. Interesting.
I don't know.
Okay.
Since I was a kid.
So my turn.
Oh, it's your
Yeah, I'm just gonna chuck down this house bench. I think is the plan.
I mean,
Corn in your front garden or in the back?
both.
In both.
I
Okay.
I don't know why.
Is there
I
something
can't stop.
aesthetic about it that appeals to you, or you just like to eat corn, or?
It's definitely not the latter because I don't know what to do with all this corn. Like I don't dislike it, but it's a lot.
Okay. I love
But
it.
it's
It's a
just
vibe.
it's a joy to grow, and I can't stop doing it. Like even when I was a teenager. I did grow up near cornfields. Maybe it's nostalgic.
Oh, yeah.
What does
Maybe.
too much
That would
corn
make
even?
sense. Yeah. What does it even mean?
Yeah, you're right, scared. All things are relative, and so I feel like if I can figure out something to do with all of it, it will not be in vain.
Yes.
Uh,
I
but doing
believe
some
there are going to be
stuff too.
corn memes. Yeah, and scared. I think Merg is going to need. Let's just absolutely flood her, spam her with corn recipes. Just
Corn
trawl
recipes.
the internet, scrape, and send. So
Not possible to have too much corn. So yeah,
yes.
well, I'm actually appreciating all this enabling because I'm not gonna stop. I'll show you guys some pictures sometime.
And your family likes corn, I hope.
We're about to find out. I'm
We'll
gonna try to feed
find
it to the
out.
kids for the first time tonight. So
I love it. I love it so much.
if they won't eat it, we're in trouble.
Yeah, possibly. Okay. Yeah, just off the top. It's not great.
The
Yeah.
Coppermith. Is that like the worst when active? Oh, when active. I was reading the Coppersmith's power as when played, and I was like, that's the worst when played power
No,
I've
it's
ever
just
seen.
like a grosbeak, isn't it? It's just a bit cheaper.
Much better.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, Swiftly's here, and we've got common lizard. So lizard, which I hope she won't mind me revealing is Hen's sister. Welcome.
Oh,
Special shout out to Hen sis. Corn butter. Corn butter sounds intriguing. I am personally intrigued.
corn butter.
Corn
They
butter.
had corn butter. How? If that's an option. What's the texture like? Are we talking chunks of? Are there kernels
Is it like a
in
cream
butter?
corn kind of a moment,
I need
or
I need more more information.
yeah?
The butter with corn or butter made of corn. Yeah, Hen got to the
Hen's
heart.
asking the real questions. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Carrying Crow, and I need a couple more cards.
Butter with corn and also corn flavor. Yeah, I guess.
Ah.
Now I gotta try it at least once.
I was always a fan of the classic corn fritter as a kid. And occasionally I'll go to a brunch place and they'll have that on the menu, and I'll go, hell yeah, I'll go for some corn fritters. Some
I don't mind
avocado
about
and some bacon. Yeah, good stuff. Maybe like a chili jam or something.
chili jam. You guys are talking about so many things I've never heard of before. This is already worth it to be here today. I
We're learning.
love learning. It's also tomato season, which is much more normative, I think, to grow
Oh
a
yes,
tomato.
I'm fully aware that it's tomato season. Hen being the tomato lover,
Absolutely.
she's into it. She's passionate about tomatoes. Here we go. What we got? Made a really good corn basil ice cream. Okay.
Now,
interesting.
basil ice cream is very good.
Oh, sorry, basil. basil.
Oh, forgive me. Oh no, basil,
No,
basil.
I was correcting myself because I say basil, and I was like, ooh, basil. We're saying basil
Basil
and
is fun to say.
tomatoes. Tomatoes.
Tomatoes, basil. No, I can't say
Basil and
it. My
tomatoes.
mind.
Tomatoes.
Basil's in the mint family, so that makes sense for ice cream.
Yeah, true,
That's
true. My favorite, we ended up talking food straight from gardening. Hen would approve. She's the produce gal. But my favorite ever, like, slightly weird combo of like adding a savory to a sweet is I had a date and rosemary cake once, and it was just the best thing ever. It was so nice. So
I'm on board.
yeah.
I had a tomato and I forget what kind of cheese it was, maybe Gruyere or something like
Mm-hmm.
that, ice cream the other day. And it
Ooh,
had little bits of like pie crust in it.
lovely.
I feel like that could be the cousin to that cake that you had.
Oh
It
yeah, for
was
sure.
very
I'm not
delicious.
really across lizard what succotash is. Maybe I just look that up. Succotash.
Yeah, let me know. Like, is it like a
Oh yeah,
chutney?
yeah, like a bean salad type thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lovely. It's very brightly coloured. It's making me think fresh. It's like hitting in fresh. You put it in your mouth and it's just fresh. What else was I gonna say? So does gardening, does that extend to into houseplants, or is it mostly just outdoor gardening?
I cannot keep a house plant
No,
alive.
okay. That's interesting
It's
because the
really
skills are
bad. I know.
generally transferable, but sometimes people are like very heavily one or the other.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I tried
fun.
to transfer the skills and it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't. It didn't. But my partner's really good at house plants, so
Okay,
he's
cool.
got the indoor ones and I got the outdoor ones, and
That's a good division of labor. I like it. Okay, still not seeing any Asia in my game. It's all looking very, very base game. I don't think I want the coppersmith barbet.
enter the corn stream, Zobi. Welcome to the corn zone, Zobi
Entered
one.
the corn zone. Hey Zobi, welcome, welcome. Let's grab some nectar because it's there. We'll cycle. That hobby would be good actually. Oh, I could do titmouse into hobby, maybe.
That's what I always say.
Yeah, let's grab the titmouse. That seems like a good time. Oh, and reveals the good wetland bird. You're welcome.
You know, what's funny is I might have looked if you didn't say it. So thank you very much. I have an attention problem to the
Fair
tray.
enough, fair enough.
But here.
We love corn in
Ooh,
House Kenobi. Yep, nice. Keep this corn hype train rolling.
yeah, you guys are really enabling me. I'm gonna plant a third round.
You're
I'm feeling good about this.
just gonna be the corn lady. I love it. It's great.
This happens often.
What else do
Get
people
in.
tend to grow in their sort of gardens in LA that you've seen? Is there kind of
Well,
like a plant that just everybody seems to grow? Like there are a few of those around here.
oh, that's interesting. I want to hear about your local plants. I feel like there's been quite a bit of variety, at least on my street.
Yeah.
Um, this is random, but like sugar snap peas grow really well in our
Okay.
microclimate. So a couple of us seem to have figured that out.
Mm-hmm.
Squash grows really well. Everything else is completely varied. A lot of my friends are growing pumpkins, though.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. What are
Uh,
your local?
trying to think. Something that people keep telling me they don't like and don't want me to plant in my front garden, even though I've got some in the back. Have you heard of yuccas? I think they're maybe an African plant.
I love yucca.
Yucca. So Yucca. So it almost looks like a palm kind of a moment. Maybe I'll post a picture after the stream. But yeah, it's one of those ones where it just keeps growing upwards and sprouting leaves that come out, and they're quite sort of
I was like,
almost cardboardy, kind of pointy, spiky leaves. And if you don't manage to like keep on track of like pulling the dead leaves off the trunk as it sort of grows up, then it can look quite sort of scraggly and unkempt and not not the best, but I like to, I'm definitely a bit of a pull. Even with my houseplants, I'll like pull the dead leaves off as soon as I can see they're going yellow. I'm just like, no, no, you're on the way out. Like the plant must look pristine at all times. And so I think if I kept yuccas, then they would look better than other people's. But I might be deluding
You.
myself on that.
No, you would be such a good yucca mom. I
Thank
could tell.
you.
Those they would be pristine.
Just ultimate faith in me. I love it. But one that you probably do know, people grow a lot of agave, so like giant agave in their
Oh,
gardens.
that's cool.
Yeah, so there's a lot of that. Lots of different kinds of succulents. Succulents tend to do really well
In
in
the
my
heat.
climate, being quite Mediterranean, not humid at all, so like dry heat, and yeah, so we've got succulents all in the front yard, and yeah, they just kind of do their thing. So I definitely got into gardening through growing succulents. Became immediately my thing. Doing that, and then that on top of that. Cool.
I don't know why this didn't occur to me, but our climates have some things in common with like the arid and
Yeah,
the
and like being prone to droughts. Yeah, I think
yeah.
you're onto something there. So I suspect succulents do quite well in California too. Just from
Yuccas.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
Even the
What's
yuccas.
going on
My
with the chat? Bargoff's here. Hello, Bargoff. There's a lot of
Argo.
food discussion going on. We should get Merg on about the dairy
Oh,
drive-throughs.
I know what
Dairy
he's talking about.
drive-throughs. What's the story there?
Well, there are or were, I don't know how common it is anymore.
Yeah.
Hang on just a second. Here we go. Yeah, just like it sounds like a drive-through. But can't tell Berghoff because I talked about these a lot one time. It's a drive-through dairy, like it's usually attached to a dairy farm. But then there's like a storefront. It almost looks like you're driving into a gas station. Like there's an overhang and you go in and then you'll be like, I'm here for milk, or like two things of half and half, and you like they put milk products through your window and you pay for them, just like it sounds.
Okay.
Drive-through
Interesting.
dairy. But the last big one probably burned down in the most recent fires, and I haven't had the heart to look it up.
Oh no.
But
Okay.
growing up, they were like a big thing.
Yeah, I don't know how heavily you want to go into that, but those recent fires sounded really scary and must have been
Oh yeah.
quite traumatic for sure. I can hard relate to that, being
Oh.
in a place that's threatened by bushfires. So yeah, we've got a lot of bushland in the east. Yes, in the east side of the city, there's like a whole like hillscape, Adelaide Hills. It runs along the whole western side of the suburbs, and yeah, if there's bushfire, I could never live in a bushfire like zone because it would just scare me so much. So people like really have to have a bushfire plan and be safe and know what to do when the kind of warning goes up. So yeah, it can be really scary. So heart went out to you guys there through that. So what's going on with everybody's sports? So, oh, you went with the Vo Swift. That's very on brand. Lovely. And the Busted, and you're going with the Jungle Fowl. Cool. Smew. We had a Smew. Yes, excellent, from G. And a Turkey Vulture. So I gave her a food when I played my hobby. You're welcome, G. And the Great Crested Grebe. Excellent. And what's Hen doing over here? Hen's doing hen things. Got a flycatcher and the bird we've dubbed Dave, because Grains calls it Avadavid, and I say Avdavid, but Avadavid just makes me say, oh yeah, he's Dave. So we've been busily nicknaming all the birds in the last week and a half, because we've got Lanky for the Sri Lanka frogmouth, and we've got I'm convinced that the Sri Lanka blue magpie, the big Kasha, needs to be like Big Blue or something like that, Bluey.
Bluey.
Bluey. And Yeah, there's the one that nobody can say, the satyr Tragopan. I just been calling that Big Red, so not very creative, but we're coming up with some shorthand, some nicknames. So what's going on here? The plumbeous redstart is interesting. Oh yeah, and we got the platypus bird. You might not be across that whole meme. That Peach. Yes, sorry, Hen. By the way, the extra noise was me moving the mic, so apologies. This platypus bird was the, what's it called? It's a sandpiper. It's the spoon-billed sandpiper, and it's got like a quite a wide, kind of fuzzy-looking head, and so he's got a bit of a platypus sort of a vibe. And it just became a thing in the Peach stream because Peach was like, "Wait, is a platypus like that? It's not a bird, right? Like it's not a bird." And I was like, "Yeah, no, it's not a bird, Peach." And then we just laughed for like a full minute. It was
have a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, it was a fun
a lot
time.
of words to catch up on. 2, 5, 6. What's most important to me right now in my life? End of rounds, other things.
Oh, G's claims the end of round, but maybe Hen's gonna contest that.
I can contest it.
You can contest too. Okay.
I'm trying to decide. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna think too hard today.
Nice. That's what we like to see here.
Yeah. It's my day off. Oh, I forgot I picked that forest population monitor card. All right. Yep.
Pick your forest birds carefully. I'm not finding many rodent birds, which is upsetting to me. I have to dig a bit harder.
You got the good woodpecker?
I do.
I haven't seen a woodpecker in ages.
I was about to ask. You must get woodpeckers in your neck of the woods.
We do. They're little red heads. They're usually easy to find, and they also kind of, the sounds they make are so distinct. I can usually pick them out, but it's been a minute.
Yeah. Are you quite sort of in a sort of city, or are you more sort of out in the suburbs of LA?
That's a good question. I think I would be considered in.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm like,
probably sort of like
it's weird. It's
quite sort of close to the center of things.
Yeah, pretty close. Like it would take me 12 to 15 minutes to be downtown. Yeah.
I think I just can't fathom how big LA is though.
Me neither. Me neither. It's
Adelaide is very small in comparison to some of those big American cities.
They're ridiculous. I don't even deal with half of it. Like I couldn't tell you a thing about the west side of LA.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
No idea. If you go far enough, the ocean's there. But like,
whereas I could tell you most things about most places of Adelaide because it's just
super cool.
There's not a lot there to keep track of really. But yeah, it's fun times. I do work in kind of tangentially the construction industry, so it's a lot of like quoting and going out to people's, well, not me personally, but doing the admin for the jobs that go out to the suburbs, and you send the electrical team out there to do their thing. And occasionally a suburb will pop up and I'm like, I've never heard of this suburb before in my entire life. And you look it up and you're like, oh wow, that's like just around the corner. So
wow.
We have some suburbs are really small, and my own suburb is very small as well. So it's definitely one that you say and people are like, huh, where is that? And I say, oh, it's near this. And they go, oh, okay, I know exactly where that is. But yeah, good stuff. I love hearing about other people's cities because
it's so fun.
Must just be such a, what am I trying to say? Such a different kind of vibe for each city, I think. Because I lived in Brisbane for 3 years, but the whole rest of the time I've lived in South Australia, in Adelaide. And the 3 years I lived in Brisbane, it was just a very different time of my life, just because of where we lived and the kind of people we met there and what we did. And yeah, it's interesting. I would have loved to have, if it had worked out, I would have loved to have lived in somewhere like London for a few years, just as like an
Mm.
experience. That would have been very fun. But
Same. I regret not
mm.
doing something,
Had some
going
friends who did
somewhere.
it, who just sort of packed up and lived in London for a few years,
Did
and I
it?
was very jealous. Yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah, I was watching not Facebook. Gosh, how old am I? TikTok. I was not on Facebook today. I was on TikTok watching a live stream of the streets of London at whatever time it was,
Yeah.
9 p.m. I'm like, there's just so many places. I've never even thought about what it would be like to be there. It just, there's so many people. It looks so fun. And well, now I'm old and
Oh.
set in my ways,
Have
as
you
it
traveled
were.
much? Like even just around
No.
the US? No, no. That's
No,
okay.
not really. It is okay. I hope in another life stage, though, there will be the opportunity.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
but no, not as much as I would have liked. I studied a lot, and
Yeah, I was going to say your career must have kept you busy for a lot of years and then continuing because you work in medicine. Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
yeah, what is there to?
What is there to tell? Well, okay, so starting question,
No,
is it even remotely like the medical dramas on the TV?
Some of them,
Some
some
of
of them, no. Some of them are more accurate than
Okay.
others, and I haven't watched all of them. To be fair,
Sure.
I got a little tired. Like around the pandemic, I was like, I don't need to do more medicine when I'm not doing medicine.
Yeah, fair.
But interestingly, Grey's Anatomy is the one I did watch when I was in medical school,
Mm-hmm.
and the scope of their jobs completely inaccurate. Like a
Yeah.
general's not going to deliver a baby or whatever,
Mhm.
but like they captured what it feels like actually.
Oh, okay.
So that's the one I watched the most of, and what I can say was realistic was like actually a lot of the emotions were really well portrayed. But
Okay.
yeah, I decided when I was way too young that I thought I knew what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, because you're so young when you decide that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just kind of studied my whole 20s and popped out in my early 30s, and the last couple of years I've just been figuring out what I like to do and develop hobbies for the first time, and that's how I found the server. And
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
it's great. It is so nice to have free time. I can see why people are into this. I'm never gonna hustle culture again. Like,
nice. Love that.
I'm
for you.
emotionally retired. Absolutely.
How did, like you said, you found Wingspan? Did someone sort of lead you by the hand, or did you just discover it on by yourself, or?
No. And if someone led me to it,
Nice.
pretty much if there is something good in my life, you can almost bet that my husband thought of it
Oh.
and thought I would like it. Like,
We
so
need
many
those
things.
people in our lives to kind of
He
nudge
is-
us in directions. I love that. Mm-hmm.
If I tend a garden, he tends me. Like, the garden, he's the one that was like, I'm gonna dig up the lawn for you, because I said I wanted to go. I was like, I trust you, and now it's all I do on my days off. And like,
Nice.
time we were on a trip to the desert, Joshua Tree,
Yeah.
and he's like, I bought a board game. We do not play board games. We do not own board games.
Yeah.
And he's like, but I just have a feeling you're gonna like this board game, and it was Wingspan.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, not only do I like it, like this is gonna be my new personality.
Oh,
Got
love
into
that.
it.
Yeah, very cool. Hi Peach, by the way. Thanks for popping
Peach.
in. What are you saying? You just got up to Portland and you're about to go out
Aw.
again. Okay, have fun with your
travel.
busy, chaotic queer social life. I love you long time, Peach. Enjoy.
We're not jealous.
Oh, just a little bit jealous.
Just a little jealous.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. And were you, because you're into birds, right? Were you already into birding before? No, and it got you
No.
into birding. That's cool.
Yeah. Wingspan was the starting
The
point,
catalyst.
and then
Yeah.
it was the catalyst, and then I was like, wait, if I grow plants, then birds will come. It's just like this ever expanding web
Yeah.
of
good.
interests, which it's been such a delight, because before med school I was just a biology major that loved
Mm-hmm.
plants and non-human creatures, and it's been fun to
Yeah.
think
yeah.
about things other than humans.
And that's the best thing about the server, is that we all just kind of egg each other on about different things. And it's like, I didn't even think, even 6 months ago, that I would be interested in birding. And now I'm just like, with little things that I see, and somebody posts something in bird pics, and I'm like, oh, maybe I could go out and find some birds and take some pics and and I'm sort of excited about it, even though I'm not an outdoorsy person at all. I'm just like, but I'm being kind of egged on by the bird enthusiasm in the server, and I love it so much.
The birds will coax you outside.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
yeah,
I had a New Holland honeyeater in my garden yesterday, in my back
really?
garden. Yeah, he was a cutie.
Is that a common one for you to see? Or
Relatively. I don't see them all the time, I wouldn't say it was rare. But they're sweet little things. They're quick.
oh,
Like they're hard to get a good picture of because
zippy?
they're flighty. Yeah. Um, but no, they're very cute, and I get willy wagtails, and
What?
yeah, I do. Yeah,
Do
they're
they
cute.
really? Do they wag their?
Yeah, they can be real teasers. Like my ginger cat Apollo gets really mad at the willy wagtails. He does the whole thing. Oh dear. Oh, bye Aqua. Take care. Thanks for stopping by.
Hi.
Big Merg hype.
It's my 2v2 queen. You are my 2v2 queen.
Yeah, indeed.
Aqua
Iconic
changed the
duo.
game. Yeah.
For sure.
Peach, my favorite thing I'm growing right now is corn,
Corn.
which we were talking about earlier, which I'm laughing because of how much I'm enjoying
It's all
making
about the
Like,
corn.
growing. I don't know why. There's just something about it, followed closely by pumpkins are really popping off this year, and that's been
Nice.
really fun. And tomatillos. Tomatillos are my new challenge.
You're basically playing Stardew Valley in your own garden, IRL. I love it.
I love that game.
Like
What do I
I grow crops in my Nintendo game, and you grow them out in your garden. I respect it. Like I love to garden, but I'm not really into growing produce. Like I said, I'm really into my succulents. I have, what do I have out the back? I have some bushes called lily pillies. So that are actually a native Australian plant that produce these edible berries. Actually, I always forget that they're edible. They're like this really bright, like slightly purpley pink color, and they're like the size of almost a grape, like a small grape. And they've got quite a kind of crisp, very slightly sweet taste to them. So they're interesting, lily pillies, and it's really fun to say. So I've got
Lily
these
pilly.
big bushes of those out the back, and just some more sort of hedging plants like English box, and yeah, got some because I've got these big raised beds out the back because we just concreted, because we've got a really shallow back garden. Because our block, being very close to the inner city, is very small because all the subdividing has sort of happened, because our suburb is a real knockdown rebuild, but when you rebuild you subdivide and cash out on your land, sort of an area. So
Complicated.
yeah, small blocks. So we've got a very shallow backyard, which suits us because we don't have dogs, we've got cats. So we've enclosed it, and it's basically made the whole backyard into a cat run. And yeah, so I've got more of a courtyard sort of a feel than a backyard, with just like sort of fancy concrete and shelving with potted succulents and some raised garden beds with some hedge sort of plants. So that's kind of the vibe in the backyard.
That sounds very pleasant.
Yeah, I need to get out there. I've been neglecting it pretty badly recently. Just with some.
You've been with us?
Yeah, well, that actually, legitimately, my
You've been
pottery
here.
is screaming at me, and my garden is screaming at me because I've been really into this streaming thing the last few months.
And we've benefited, so thank you.
No, I'm glad it's appreciated. I enjoy doing it. Zoe's saying, been a couple of years since I had a garden, but by far my favourite was the basil. The basil made way more bruschetta than a healthy diet would call for. Yeah.
No such thing as too much
Hen would be
bruschetta.
right into that with you, Zoe. She loves a fresh tomato on bread, for sure.
Toast season.
Don't know what my plan is here. What's going on?
I don't have a plan either.
Got the black stalk out. That's fun.
Yeah, I did that
Give
for
that a
fun.
go. G's got a cuckoo.
Oh, I'm not even looking at other boards.
G's got a cuckoo, and Hen's got a kookaburra. She's
Oh.
building a bit of a grassland. Yeah, I think I need to find some predators for my carrion crows. What I need to do. Let's cycle one more time. Take some nectar.
Good luck.
Why not? Whoops, don't get rid of that. Okay. Cycle that and pick. Oh, savvy. I guess I could dig with that.
Come back.
Cards for everybody. Psych, she's back. Oh dear.
Worms.
And exiting stage right, entering stage left is Aqua.
Let's see. Yeah, this feels good.
Feels good?
I'm playing Warbler.
Ooh.
I like the black stork. That's an interesting...
Yeah, well, I mean,
Power.
I feel like there was a missed opportunity to make it like somehow like a white stork but evil kind of a power. Like not that we advocate for evil powers. Looking at you, black-headed girl in the tray, but like
Right, no,
I think it would be cool to have like a bit of a black hat, white hat sort of a situation. Like I don't know.
Yeah, what would it do? It's like reset the tray, then
I don't know, like something weird. Like I don't know. I'm just spitballing,
I don't know.
but
I'd
I
have
think
to
there was a
think
missed
about that.
opportunity there. I was like, it should
I
be
see exactly
like
what
the
you
white
mean.
stock power,
Yeah.
but different in like a twisted way.
I was gonna say, what if it resets something else, but that already exists. You advocate for evil powers.
Peach.
Noted.
Peach is in a villain era.
I wouldn't have suspected that, Peach. You are still a good person.
We thought you were better
That's
than
right.
that, Peach.
Sorry, I'm just reading the chat and giggling.
No,
I'm not
I
a very
love
good.
it. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
It's all about the chat giggles.
Endlessly entertaining. We don't
Let's
even
look at
need
this
to talk.
graph.
We can just interact with chat all day.
Giggle the chat.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing good on the end around. It'd be a shame if someone played a black naughty.
Dun, 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 dun. Well, Peach is sort of doing a bit of a segue for us there with her comment. Peach is just in the I love Strat and don't take it personal autism way. I know that you have thoughts to share on that subject. I suppose cards on the table. I finished my grains stream last night and went, I haven't prepped for this Merg stream. I know it's just going to be a fun time anyway, so I'm going to be a homework criminal and just wing it. And I also thought, because you said that you might want to talk about autism, I sort of thought, well, I could do the whole like look into it and try and ask more kind of specific question, but I was like, I don't really want to like muddle into like misinformation and sort of get the wrong end of the stick and ask then maybe awkward questions. And I was like, I'll just let Merg like tell us her experience and sort of share her thoughts on it and kind of put my preconceptions on the back burner, I suppose. So yeah,
So considerate. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, it's slack, but it's considerately slack.
It's coming across lovely. Rhythmatism. Thanks, Peach. You know, and to be fair, I should similarly give a disclaimer that I am an autistic person, but that is fairly new knowledge for me, and I don't, even though I'm a doctor, I do not make those diagnoses, and I'm still learning a lot about how to talk about it in a way that respects the whole community, because it's a very diverse group of people by definition. But yeah, I'm just starting to talk about it more because it's only led to interesting conversations and like really fruitful connections to start talking about it. So yeah, well, obviously I've been autistic since I was born, but it was brought to my attention like maybe 2 years ago, and I was like, oh no, that is an excellent unifying theory for why I'm the way I am. Let me look into that. And then the diagnosis process is really hard, as many people know. So I was just diagnosed a month ago today. It's my 1 month anniversary.
Wow. I didn't realize it was that recent. I'd seen you
So
sort of talk
recent.
about it a little bit out and about.
For a while.
Yeah, that's super interesting, and that there is, I suppose that brings such awareness to the fact. I mean, everybody says it that it's a spectrum, but that
Hmm.
like I suppose wherever you fall on the spectrum may sort of be almost a barrier, I suppose, to getting diagnosed. Would you kind of agree with that if you're
Yeah,
kind of displaying traits in a way that they're sort of is not sort of ticking boxes for people in terms of diagnosis, I guess.
that
Um,
was 100% my experience,
yeah.
which was really, I'm sorry, I'm distracted. There's an Allen's hummingbird outside my window.
Oh,
Um, oh, it's drinking from the lemon tree
cute.
flowers. I didn't know they did that. Yeah, that was definitely the case for me, where it's like this kind of double-edged sword experience of like, I'm really privileged in that
Mm-hmm.
I can, I wouldn't say 100% pass as a neurotypical person, but like I can get by
Yeah,
pretty darn well, and I built a career off of that, and
sure. And then
that's lucky.
masking, I suppose, is a whole conversation, like masking versus passing. And I don't know
Yeah,
a lot about it, but I've sort of seen some kind of talk about that the last couple of years. Not just about autism, but about other different conditions and people masking them. So yeah, it's another
yeah,
part of the conversation for sure.
complicated.
Yeah, really complicated
Also, they're
and tied to
often
identity in a way that's it's quite personal to talk about as well. Um,
absolutely,
Peach is
absolutely.
saying also highly masking femme
Mm-hmm.
presenting individuals usually are overlooked and underrepresented. Well, yeah, and I suppose my experience of kind of I don't want to say because I've been privileged and I did get a diagnosis for my chronic health stuff, but the I do think there was some sort of degree of kind of medical gaslighting on my side over the years with trying to get things noticed and having different doctors dismiss my symptoms as oh that's normal and that's just anxiety and that's just IBS and it
Mm,
really took a lot of years for me to have the confidence to advocate for myself with my POTS to be like well no this isn't normal and I've read
yes,
up on this and I'm not just a crackpot with access to Google like I've looked into this and people are telling me
yeah,
that I should get checked for this um, and yeah, it can be really difficult. And I imagine that that's definitely a correlation throughout other um, conditions that people are seeking diagnosis for. So yeah, I have sort of tangential
oh, you get
experience
it.
there.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
for
You do.
sure.
That's a hard diagnosis to get, and yeah, save that for another day. But I get really grieved by my profession and the way we treat people with hard to diagnose, perhaps understudied, but definitely just like, yeah, difficult for us to sometimes understand
Mm-hmm.
diagnoses, and then we dismiss people as a field, and it makes me really, really sad. I'm proud of you for sticking with it, and I'm sorry it was so hard, and thank you for
Yeah,
sharing that.
thank you. No, it definitely. I guess sharing that makes people feel seen in their own struggles, even if they're in the middle or at the beginning of a journey of trying to look into something
Mm,
and get the attention that they're wanting. Unfortunately, I mean, the Australian medical system is, I believe, quite good in ways. We've
mm,
got kind of like a high. I'm not sure if we have a hybrid public and private system. So the public system is great and you get treated, but you tend to get treated uh, if it's something like urgent. Like, yeah,
yeah,
it's all about kind of putting out fires, I suppose, kind of health wise, and sort of keeping people, not from like it has a really bad amount of funding for like preventative stuff and for kind of long term like chronic condition management and things like that. And even mental health is horribly underfunded. So,
mm,
yeah, I mean, speaking, I suppose, about any sort of a public system is coming from a place of privilege because I know certain things about the American system. So,
but both things can be true. It's
yeah,
it's still weird. critiques are still fair.
But
Sound hard in different ways.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's interesting, and I mean, my personal experience, I'm looking to get a hysterectomy early next year, so
Mm,
I'm kind of on a yeah, I'm kind of in a situation personally where I'm waiting out my private health insurance waiting period because I didn't have hospital insurance until we
yes.
decided that I was going to have this surgery. I only had like extras insurance to cover like dental
Yeah.
and optical and a few different bits and pieces. So I'm
Mm,
in the kind of waiting period limbo to get something done that
mm.
I've been wanting to get done for a while in terms of just take my uterus and just yeet it out, please and thank you.
Don't need that anymore. Yes, please, be gone.
We
Get
don't want
behind me.
that.
Uh, I feel you.
Have no use for
Every
that.
every month when I ovulate, I'm like, for what?
Yeah.
I don't need this. I don't need this drama.
No.
I don't need these eggs.
No.
These
Nobody needs
organs
it.
are
Yeah.
these organs are rough to have. My heart goes out to you. I hope you
Yeah. Thank you.
get everything that you need.
Oh, lots of fun. I think I'll be glad when it's done. But
I'm
yeah,
for
medical
you.
stuff. Medical stuff's interesting for sure.
It's interesting and
Mm.
awful to experience and fascinating. It's all the things.
Mm. What sort of
Seriously, for
a?
what? Why
I
would you?
think somebody was asking before what sort of a field medical do you work in? I think I sort
Yeah.
of know already, but if you wanted to explain, I suppose.
Yeah, I do a kind of a weird, not that weird, but like I work in an urgent care,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not a normal urgent care. I don't know. When I hear urgent care, I think kind of like people coming in with colds. It's like this, it's really a blessing and a curse. It's a really high acuity urgent care. So it's almost like a cross between a clinic and an emergency room, in that like we're seeing stuff you'd see in the clinic, but we're also seeing really like high, well, yeah, high acuity, high people who are really sick, because
Right.
we're right next to a hospital. So
Right.
that's fun,
Okay.
but also when you're tired, you're like, oh my God, this again.
Mm.
But for the most part, it's like really interesting. And I do minor surgical procedures, and I do a
Okay.
lot of teaching. So it's a very
Wow.
exciting right now because all the new residents start on Tuesday. So very thrilled about
Oh, very
that.
cool. I reckon you'd be an awesome teacher. Just the way that you sort of are with your communication
You're
style.
sweet.
I think you'd be awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love it. It's the best part of my job, hands down, is working with those residents. They're such special people, and this current group, they're people who started med school and the pandemic hit and they kept going, which I don't know. I find that so profound. Um, I'm just really honored to work with them. Let's see. I'm having like a come to Jesus moment in my bird game. I've just been drawing random stuff. I don't have a plan. I have no prospects. I'm already a burden to my family. I don't know.
Oh,
Grandala, what's
hitting me with the
grandala?
Pride and Prejudice quote. Oh, wow. That's a
I
whole
say that
kettle of
one
fish
way
we
too
could
much.
talk about. Are you a fan of the classic literature of the Austen variety?
I am actually, if I'm honest with myself. I haven't thought about it for ages, but like I grew up in a really conservative environment,
Mm-hmm.
and like it what was acceptable as a social model was like stuff from that era.
Oh,
So
wow.
like we were just reading Jane Austen and being like, okay, so that's how to date. Like it was that kind of conservative.
Wow, okay.
Movie came out in 2005. Like
Yeah.
it was the pinnacle of my. Was it 2005? I
Yeah,
don't
it
know if I
was.
just
It
pulled
was.
that.
Yeah, it
Was
came
it?
out like
I didn't know.
2005.
I didn't know that I knew that.
Yeah.
And I just was like, this is the template for the rest of my life. So
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time with that story specifically.
Oh, that movie though,
Yourself?
it's absolutely
Yeah.
gorgeous. And that was actually, yeah, that was my introduction to Jane Austen actually, which is weird because
Nice.
of how, like, my friends and family know how into that time period and historical fiction and any kind of period drama on the TV. Like, I'm really into all of that, but I never was as a kid or as a teenager. And it all kind of came to a head. Just got real because I didn't even really study history in high school. It just, I don't know, there was some sort of a gap in my high school curriculum, but I don't remember. Maybe a little bit of local history, but I don't remember studying any world history, any English history, any of that. But where I'm at now, and I mean, helped by my undergraduate degree because I did an arts degree, so like a liberal arts, just study whatever I wanted, whatever subjects
Cool.
appealed to me. I did a smattering of different kinds of history, and yeah, read my first Jane Austen book the first the first semester of my first year of my undergrad, and it was actually Northanger Abbey, which was a weird place to start with Jane Austen, but just loved it and picked up all the rest. And you see my bookshelf, it's like all of the adaptations, all of the, like, there's DVDs, there's different editions of the novels, and there's all sorts. It's a whole thing. So yeah, Hen and I have had many conversations because she's quite into Austen and talking about the adaptations and things as well. So no, it's
For some reason, this doesn't surprise me. Doesn't it feel like that would Venn diagram with like Bird Game and everything else we're talking about?
yeah.
Deb.
So it's really
Deb just did a
interesting.
break
So
on this.
Hen and I just kind of found each other during festive season last year,
You.
and yeah, the last kind of, it's weird that it's only been sort of 7-8 months, and we've just clicked on so many different things. And like, we were talking books yesterday, and a couple of months ago we were just suddenly like, oh, hang on, you like Star Trek, we both like Star Trek. It's just like weird, man. So yeah, much love
Oddly specific.
to Hen. Good
Much
stuff.
love to hand.
All right, it's my turn, and can you see my hand? I've got nothing but worm birds. There's an absolute sea of worm birds, and
Oh wow.
not really. I mean, apart from the Bell's Vireo, not really any that I particularly want to play. So that's an interesting predicament to be in round 3 with no real plan. Got Grassland Ranger, which is also not really a place I want to be in. Thank you, Spotted Owl, for that. I don't remember what the other choice was. It was garbage, I assume, if I picked Grassland Ranger. Oh, it was Forester, and I hate Forester.
Oh.
Yeah.
Only worms.
Only worms. Yeah, only worms. Hen's question, do you get a chance to read now, Merg, or is life just a little bit too crazy?
Yeah. Yeah, no. I got my emotional support Kindle. I bring this everywhere. I don't read it as much as I would like, but I think at least once a day I'll like crack it open and
Nice.
get to. Yeah, I love this thing. I'm like very, very attached to it. All kinds of things. The weirder the story, the better. I also read romance.
Oh, nice.
I've been reading some TJ Klune books lately. That's a new author for me. Very sweet. Definitely some neurodivergent themes in some of the work. A lot of queer love stories. Very good stuff.
Excellent.
Emotional support Kindle. Yes, you get it. Azure Tit. That's a cute bird.
He is very
I don't
cute.
need it.
Yeah.
That's adorable. I want to see that bird.
Oh, and we got the raven capping off Hen's engine there. Very cool.
Oh, fancy.
That do be an engine, and yeah, G is benefiting over there. What's your take on audiobooks, says Deb? Do you like them?
Yeah, audiobooks are reading,
Yes.
and I like them. I do them while I like to pace. That's one way I regulate my nervous system. So I like to listen to something and like do my little track, do my circles around the kitchen. I like to listen to audiobooks while gardening. That is elite. That is one of my favorite things to do. And then driving, I get to like keep me awake on the way home after a shift. That's my other good application. Some audiobook narrators, like, they're so good. It
So
makes the book
good.
even better than
Absolutely.
I read it. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes I'll pick a book just for the narrator. They're so talented.
Yeah, absolutely. The performance aspect of it for me really makes it. And
Yeah.
I got really into audiobooks when I was getting into pottery. I was putting on an audiobook while I was throwing pots, and yeah, it was really fun, and I just kept into it. And now I'll read them. Like, I'll be on the couch painting, like on like one of my bird plates or something like that. So I'll be painting on the couch, and I'll have an audiobook just going, like just playing from my phone next to me. or yeah, in the car. Like I'll even get like two or three. I only have like not to brag, but I've only got a 5 minute commute to work, so
Nice. I'm happy for you.
it's just down the road,
Truly.
and
That's
so I'll
great.
get like a 2 or 3 minutes of my audiobook on the way to and from work. Because my phone just starts playing it, and I'm like, yeah, all right, just read me like a page or
Just a
two.
little appetizer. A
Yeah,
little
just a
bit.
little something, something. Um,
You know, one of my favorite things to do in life, I wonder if you do anything like this, is listening to an audiobook while like playing an easy video game. Like
yes,
Wingspan's too hard, but
yeah,
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 like
absolutely.
Stardew
Actually,
Valley.
when I had my stream with Ducks Usually Lie a couple of
Yeah,
weeks ago, and I like powered through that book, Demon Copperhead, for that stream.
nice.
I was playing Stardew Valley with the volume turned off, and I was doing nothing but mining because I was really into mining, and so it was just that repetitive like go to the next
Mhm.
floor, like find the ore veins and mine those. And yeah, the whole time the audiobook was going like in the background. And so I've got this weird thing now where Demon Copperhead is forever like imprinted
Yes,
in my brain with Stardew Valley.
I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
Association. Yeah.
For me, it's I want to say it's called Tom Lake. It's an Ann Patchett book that I happened to listen to the whole thing of while like unlocking Ginger Island.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The island
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
little
Ginger Island. Yep.
now I can't go there without thinking about like
Yeah.
Meryl Streep reading that audiobook. It's funny how our brains.
Absolutely. And I do that a lot with music, particularly songs I'll associate with a person because of something that they've
Oh,
said or like it was playing during something that we did together. And yeah, I'll very, very have those like strong mental connections to music. So there's something auditory with what I'm doing at the time while it's playing that is a strong connection in my brain. Um,
yeah,
yeah, very cool.
very cool.
Very cool. Ooh, thank you for the rat hen. I don't know what I'll do with it, but
And rat. Just kidding. I don't even need it. I
uh,
see. I haven't looked at anyone's boards. Wow, these look great.
can I do something with this wagtail? Maybe. Um,
Your board is so interesting. I love it. It's weird in a good way. I really
interesting
like.
as it were.
It's like not bad. It's just like there's a lot going on here. It's like one of those boards where I look at it and I'm like, I can't guess that score at all. Like it could be 130.
Oh,
It could
yeah,
be
I'm sitting on 49, so like it's not terrible, but I do need to put some work in.
me too. Sorry, I
Woo!
got also
49
49.
crew. Excellent.
49.
Um,
Yeah, Hen's got a
yeah.
pretty good approach here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I mean, G's got a second pink powder. Oh dear. I don't even know. I think I've got to go wagtail actually. Round 3 wagtail.
Love a wagtail.
Um
Need to
yeah, we've got to do it.
do it.
Do it. Do it.
I'm not thinking more than one turn ahead right now.
Yeah, yeah. It's a knee jerk game for sure.
Mm.
Don't think I want lanky. Yes, please. I'll have the peregrine falcon. Thank you.
I saw a new bird today, you guys. Well, new to me, obviously not
Yeah.
like a new bird. An oriole. A hooded oriole. I've never seen an oriole in my life.
A hooded oriole. Let me look that up.
It's like a yellow boy. Very cool.
Pretty.
Cool, right?
Very
I was
cool.
very excited about
The
that one.
colourful and slender hooded oriole.
It is both of those things.
Yes.
It's like, what are you doing here?
Oh, I didn't know orioles were in the same family as blackbirds, meadowlarks, and grackles. There you go.
Me neither. So the shape kind of makes that make sense.
The icterid family. So pretty. And they've got like a real like yellow, like warm yellow to orange kind of variation happening.
Yes.
Whenever I
Very
look at a
pretty.
bird now, I think if I painted that, how would I mix those colours?
Oh, that's cool.
How would I do that?
Calculate.
Bargoth saw a Baltimore Oriole today. That's very cool.
Oh, look at us. Oriole
Oriole.
buddy.
Oriole fan.
First time you've seen one of those there. That's awesome. Something's going on with the Orioles today.
Nice. Peach is saying, do you have a scent-related memory? There's certain scents that are tied to specific memories for her, for them. I
You?
don't, because I actually have a really terrible sense of smell.
Me
Um,
too.
yeah, so I'm a bit hopeless with scents. But that's interesting that you do. Um,
Have a poor sense of smell,
no, sorry, that
or that
Peach
Peach
has
does.
a
I was like, it could
a
happen to
memory
anyone.
that's
I got
tied
you.
to scent. Yeah,
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah, we do love new resident birds for sure. Um, but yeah, other things. I mean, I've mentioned several times what sort of birds I get in my backyard, but I've started noticing a few birds that I think I just assumed were the same as, how to explain, uh, birds that I look at them and go, that's actually a different bird to what I assumed it was, because I assumed it was just the
Mm.
same as another common bird. And so I think I need to get onto Aqua, because I think she offered to give me some binocular recommendations, because I need to,
Oh,
because
cool.
they sit on the electrical lines, the power lines, and it's a little bit too high up for me to see them properly. And this is one bird that's kind of black, but it's got like some sort of a color tint on its breast, and I just don't know
Hmm.
what it is, and I need to figure it out. And I
Yeah,
also
that drives me crazy.
think that I get common starlings in my area. I think they're introduced, which I didn't realize until recently. And I think I get lots of those too, but they're a little bit too far away from me to see the kind of speckled kind of patterning that they get on their feathers. So I need to get the binoculars out and have a good old look see. Um, how to do this? I need to do wagtail. With the worms. Oh, my cat's just going nuts in the path on the side of my house outside.
In a good way, right?
Uh,
Uh,
it's always a bit dangerous because like Apollo is, he's not like a kitten young, but he's sort of 6 or 7, whereas Odin's like 16. So, and Odin's kind of at the stage where I've mentioned lots of times he's unfortunately palliative, so he's kind of got
Mhm.
health issues and won't be with
Yeah.
us for too much longer. And so I'm kind of waiting for that stage where Odin's kind of in pain and he might sort of lash out, and I'm just like, Apollo, can you just not be obnoxious in Odin's face right now? Because he's an old man, he's dealing with a lot. So
Yeah.
just leave him alone. Um, yeah, what else we got in the chat? Bargoff saying the first time you saw an Oriole, a Baltimore one, where you currently live. His parents usually get them seasonally. Okay, very cool. Hen is saying, what's your favourite bird you've seen out in the wild, Merc?
I have two answers.
Mm-hmm.
One was a killdeer because I just felt like I was seeing a celebrity. It's like
Celebrity
you,
sighting.
yeah, exactly. I
You were
was like, oh my God,
starstruck.
everybody shut up. There's a killdeer over there. I'm like, what is
I love it.
It's like super far away. You could not even tell.
Yeah.
And then the other was a green heron. I was sitting on the, like, I guess it was like a big balcony porch thing, having a goodbye dinner for a colleague. And a green heron flew just overhead. And they're such weird,
Yeah,
big,
I'm looking at them. Yeah, very weird.
yeah. And they're kind of, they got like a posture kind of like this
Mm.
and a bunch of colors on it. I don't know. It was just so exciting. It was so close. And I was just really excited.
Yeah, herons, I mean, looking at them, they must be really closely related to bitterns, because they do the whole like,
For
I'm
sure.
scrunched up, I'm this shape, and then suddenly I am this shape,
Yeah.
sort of a thing. Not quite as an extreme way, but yeah.
Yeah, they're bendy. They're like a bendy straw.
Yeah.
A little.
Absolutely.
Next, we get the bigger herons in the LA River,
Oh yeah.
which is not much of a river, but full of great birds.
Hmm.
And they do that. They like, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, we have the same. We have the Torrens River that goes through Adelaide, and yeah, not that big of a deal as a river, but we get some cool boats. We get black swans, and we get
Oh,
Picaco.
cool.
We get Picaco.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's a celebrity sighting. That counts as a celebrity.
Yeah,
For
they're very
sure.
cool.
Mhm.
Very cool. And I think we get Eurasian coots as well, but I need to have a better look because I think maybe I just saw them and thought they were just like maybe the male of the Pikaiko because they're very similar shaped. But yeah, I call them dinosaur birds because they got
That's awesome.
the crest on the. Yeah, very fun. Hen is sitting on some food over there. I'm hoping she's got some point bomb. Well, I'm not hoping, but I'm hoping for her game that she's got some big point bombs to drop. And oh, you got another bonus card from the Castle's Finch.
It wasn't a good one, but I think I can work with it. It's the forest data analyst, which is kind of funny with the forest population monitor.
Yeah, okay. So you can get something a little bit bigger than 30 to get the 3 points.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do a cassowary play.
Oh, yeah, nice.
And that'll take care of it. Oh, I didn't even think about. Now I'm saying that out loud. I could do some fun stuff with that. Common Raven is filing a complaint about non-celebrity Peach. That's fair because it is one of the greatest birds, but when you see it, or at least for me, I see them so often. They're so common. I'm not sure I give them the attention they deserve. But I did see one speaking on TikTok once, and that really freaked me out in a cool way. They do deserve more.
Yeah, they do. And they're so smart. I love those videos when they're like solving puzzles and things. Yeah.
Oh, freaking
really cool.
Like make you reevaluate your place in the cosmos smart.
Absolutely. Like, oh yeah. Absolutely.
Let's see what we got. Some kind of wax wing situation.
Oh.
That'll go.
Just saw Apollo just zoom past the window. He's got zoomies.
Cassowary in the sheets. I need to be reminded what that was because that sounds great. We because they're scary, so that does make me.
Oh, cassowaries are so scary.
They're scary. We have them at the LA Zoo, and they like look at you like
intimidating.
Like, when I get out of here.
Yeah. And I was very, very scared of an ostrich I saw once in a zoo that was just doing the full freak out kind of aggressive thing, and I was just like, this thing could definitely kill me.
We're right to be cautious around that one. Yeah. Titmouse in the streets. That's so funny. Yeah, I don't think I want to meet a cassowary in the sheets. That sounds real scary.
Very scary. Yeah, scared. Okay. Scared getting on the birds are scary talk. Yeah, on brand.
Right? She's not wrong. What are these bonus cards? I can't.
Scared, did you notice that they changed again? The rock thrush and the spotted dove are doing the jump scare thing again. Like they appear on your board, just suddenly appear. Whereas I think during the beta for a while there they were like your like pop-up turn screen thing would happen and then they would pop into your board. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the jump scares. Ooh, G dropped the Eastern Imperial. Okay. I wonder if she fell out with the white or with the green.
Playing different games.
Lodge a complaint with Monster Couch. They're personally victimizing you.
That would be, sorry, this is a tangent, but that's a really funny concept of them like picking on someone on the tournament. Like if they pick someone, we're like, we're going to make this game a living hell.
Oh dear.
It's a funny abuse of power.
Like a surprise party.
Yeah, who does like surprise parties? I know those people exist. I would not dwell with one personally.
No.
The tism of it all.
Yeah, no thank you.
I would be like,
the introvert in me. No, thank you. I need time to mentally prepare.
Yeah, I'd probably just kick everyone out. I'd be like, I love you all. You need to leave immediately.
Yeah.
You know better.
I think
you know.
Much love to them, and I think they've kind of learned their lesson. But for a while there, my in-laws, not often, but they would be like, oh, we're in the area. We might drop over in about 20 minutes, and I'd be like, no, don't do that. It's
No
not enough
need.
notice. It's not enough for anybody. Even like my absolute best friend in the world. Like 20 minutes is not enough notice for you to just drop around my house. I think I need at least 2 hours to mentally prepare to receive a guest.
One time my husband shaved his face and I cried because I wasn't expecting it. It didn't look bad. I just was like, oh, it's like a new person in my home.
Amazing.
It's like, oh, time comes for us all. And I was thinking about death.
Oh, and she pulls food web expert. Hell yes.
Oh, for your worms.
For my worm
Yeah.
birds.
Surprise party. Good for you.
Okay. We're cooking. Was that platypus bird? Oh, it was the ibis, the other one. Okay. Thank you, G.
I'm like still processing this. Draw 2 new bonus cards and keep 1. I just need to get rid of some stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of stuff.
Pay 2 resources and get a bonus card.
I have so many worms.
Group
I
hug.
would be delighted to get rid of a worm or 2. Okay. Wait. Will I still have what I need? Yes. Goodbye, worms.
A surmise party. I surmise this is a party. That's very like, I don't know how many Star Trek fans are out there. I think Pen and I discovered that there aren't many during our stream, but that feels very Vulcan, like Mr. Spock. I surmise this is a party. I have been very surprised. Fascinating.
He sounds very formal.
What sort of TV do you like when you have the time? You mentioned you partake of a bit of medical drama on occasion.
It's been a while, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not anti-TV. I just haven't. I'm like, what have I done? Every couple months is very chaotic. I will just like turn on Netflix and pick something random, and then I'll be like, that was a weird experience. It's like, it's because you didn't check what you were watching first. But recently, I lucked out. I watched the 4 seasons. Like, I don't know if it's a mini series. I don't actually know what a mini series is. It feels too late to ask, but it was like, I don't know. I think it's based off an old movie. I don't know if everyone's ever watched it. It was I think it was called 4 Seasons. Got like Steve Carell and Tina Fey, and I don't know why I liked it so much. There was good music. It was the 4 Seasons, like Vivaldi.
4 Seasons Netflix.
And good acting.
Okay.
I can recommend that one. That's what I've watched most recently. But before that, it's been months since I've watched anything. We used to go to the movie theater a lot, but I got so overstimulated we had to stop. It wasn't worth it. So
yeah, okay.
I've found my way back to media.
Yeah, I have to be in a really specific mood to want to go see a movie, to be honest. What am I trying to do? I think I want to...
Oh, thank you. Deb has defined miniseries for me.
Yeah, that's a good definition. Thank you.
It was probably a miniseries. It was good, right? Yeah, thank you. Have you heard of The Pit? And I but have not watched it yet.
Yeah, I started watching. I didn't realize that they were doing a bit of a old school 24 thing with that, in that like an hour episode is an hour in like show time,
in real life,
in the sort of show universe. And so it took like 2.5 episodes for me to realize that was what was going on, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I stopped watching, so I'll need to rewatch to understand, because I ran out. Like, that was something that I would have sat and binged if the whole thing was out, but I had to stop because it wasn't, like, there were only sort of 2 or 3 episodes out, and I was like, well, this is a bummer, and I'm just going to drop it and forget about it and wait until the whole thing is available.
I'm with you. We might be spoiled, but it's just to hold your attention and remember to come back to things. No. Hi.
Hen and I are so I was just going to say, on TV, Hen and I are very psyched that The Gilded Age is back for season 3, and there's 1 episode out already, and I love it so much. It's so gorgeous, like all the costumes, and and the
Oh,
actors, and yeah, it's a good time. It's done by the same guy, Julian Fellows, who did Downton Abbey, so it's kind of like
oh, so you know it's good.
gold star period drama. Like, yeah, it's right up
Yeah.
there. Mm,
Oh, I'll look into that. I love
mm,
a show with good costumes. That's enough.
yeah,
That's enough
gorgeous.
to make it worth it.
Mm. You were saying something. Sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah, wasn't I? Let's think. Can I roll the tapes back and get the train back on the track? Oh, you're saying you had to be in a specific mood to go to the movies. Do you remember the last time you were like,
Oh, when did I go to the
that
movies
that film
last?
is worth going to see?
Mm. I mean, there are ones that I think I'd go to that, and then I just never do. Uh, and I wait for the streaming platforms to get it. Um, when did I last go to the movies? You have to leave that one with me. I can't remember. It was,
Like, do I know when I went?
yeah.
Fair.
I know when I will probably next go to the movies, like guaranteed, is
Yeah.
probably when there's a new Hunger Games movie coming out probably next year, late next year, I think. So that one
Yeah.
I'll get out of the house for, because I'll be psyched for it, because I read the book and I loved it. So
Oh, great.
yeah,
Is this Sunrise on the Reaping?
yeah, Sunrise on the Reaping. Yeah, really
Okay.
liked it. The Bell's Vireo is going down.
That is one of my goal birds I want to see, and they're around, presumably, or allegedly they're around LA, but I have not seen them go.
Yeah, let's gamble on Omni. Oh, and suddenly I've got an 8-point food web.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff, good stuff. We're making
That's
strides.
great.
Helped at
That's
the
a
end of
hard
round
one.
2.
Yeah, you had killer worms. Okay, what's my plan? Is there a plan?
Ooh, golden pheasant. There's my lad that I need to paint on my mug.
Oh, you're painting a golden pheasant?
Yeah, it's in
Oh, that's gonna be beautiful.
it's in the polls channel and in off topic as well, and in somewhere else. I'm painting a mug because I put out a poll to ask people what I should paint on this blank mug.
Oh,
I gave
amazing.
a bunch of options, and Asia, something colourful in Asia won. So I've got a mug that I've painted just the outlines so far, but I've got a Indian peafowl and a Eurasian hoopoe and a golden pheasant. So just on this little mug, so it's going to be a lot of intricate detail. It's quite a challenging design I've set for myself. So we'll see how it
I
turns
can't wait
out.
to see it. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Your stuff is so cool. It always comes out so good.
Oh, thank you. I have a bunch that I've painted that I've been procrastinating on getting the clear glaze out and finishing them off, because I need to dunk them in clear glaze and sort of tidy them up and make sure there's no glaze on the bottom, and then send them off to be fired. So I've got a whole bunch. I've got like my blackbird plate, my common yellow throat plate. I've got my night jar and my spoonbill spoon rest. And there's another plate there as well. So yeah, I've got a whole bunch of, like, I'm going to deliver, because my pottery supplies place where I get my things fired, they haven't seen me in months because I've been doing streaming stuff, and yeah, I've been doing a bit of painting, but I haven't been doing any like throwing, like creating new pieces, because I had a bit of a backlog of pieces that I could paint. So I've just been doing that. And so they probably think I'm dead, honestly.
I was just gonna say they're probably worried about you.
They're going to call a wellness check on me or something.
They're gonna be so relieved when you bring your projects.
Yeah, so I'm going to come in and they're going to see them and be like, oh, that's what you've been doing. You've just been on the bird train. And I'm like, yep, please.
When the bird train calls,
Yeah.
we answer. We're not sorry.
Exactly. So that'll be fun. Hopefully, fingers and toes crossed, everybody, that the bird pottery survives the kiln, because that is never guaranteed. Thank you.
I remember when we were kids and we would be doing stuff in art class and making stuff for the kiln. They were like, if you do it wrong, it's gonna explode.
It's going to explode.
I remember being so scared that like our snowmen were gonna like burnt down the school.
Absolutely.
Is it really that touchy though? Is it?
It is if
I
you
was
don't
wondering
know
if
what you're doing and if you're trying to be impatient with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's definitely a valid threat
Okay.
to a beginner.
To their credit, it was
Um,
true.
Yeah. And particularly with, I think, student work, they're trying to churn it over and get it done. So they're perhaps pushing it a bit in terms of the timeline. So then it would be more at risk of, because moisture in the clay is what makes it explode. So
Fans. Got it.
yeah, and particularly if you've
Bread.
got an enclosed form, like there's a bit of a myth in pottery. You've got me talking pottery now. There's a myth in pottery that that trapped air causes explosions, but that's actually false. That it's actually moisture in the clay. Like it's related. Like it's the correlation, not causation thing.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you say made a sphere with like completely enclosed and sealed up, you've got air trapped in there. If you dry it properly, like absolutely just let it go, absolutely bone dry, no moisture in the clay, it will not explode. But because you've trapped the air inside the sphere, it needs so much longer to dry because there's no airflow that's helping dry out that inner part of the sphere. So it's, even though the outside might feel dry, it'll still be like moisture on the inside and you can't really tell. So it's a myth in pottery that it's like, oh no, you have to poke a hole in it because trapped air will explode. No. as long as it's dry, it's fine. Like,
because the water in that air inside has to like gradually go through the clay and then dry all the way out.
Yeah, so you just need to be patient with it. Actually, no, I don't want to take food. I want to draw cards. Do I need the fish? Let's reset. Was that worth it? It probably wasn't.
Oh, I forgot about the game. Let's see.
Okay.
Dragos look so cool.
They are very cool, actually. I love their tails. How they've almost got like a mermaid tail thing happening.
It does look like a mermaid. I was saying like a steampunk, like.
Yeah, that too. It's got quite a kind of
tails.
It's almost like a like an Art Deco kind of a vibe.
Very
like
cool.
With the swoop.
What's my plan? Oh, thanks for the fish.
So long, and thanks for all.
Thanks for all the fish. Oh, it's an interesting bird. The common myna. Not helpful now, but.
Munia? Is that the one?
M-Y-N.
Oh, Mina. Yeah.
Myna. All right. What am I doing here? That doesn't matter. Let's draw some birds.
Just draw some birds. If in doubt.
Draw 'em. Late game flamingo. I forget. What does the rosy starling do? Oh, tuck some birds.
Yeah, it's a main duck. It's like a main duck that can go anywhere, but you get a worm instead of a weed.
That's a good bird.
Really good one.
That's a good one. Man, I've really been missing out.
Yeah. Get on it. Get on it.
I know when they announced it was going to come out.
That would be
June,
really
I was
loud.
like,
Apologies.
Oh, it's okay. You're okay. Come on, fish. No fish. Thanks for nothing.
Oh, have you still got your jellyfish there? I know you haven't progressed it too far, but please show everyone your jellyfish.
I'm working on a craft.
So cool. So cool.
Yeah, I got into embroidery like, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago.
It's got the feel. Gonna be yellow? You did show me what it is aimed to.
The tentacles are yellow, but I forget the color of the rest of it because I've been working on it so slowly.
I think, from memory.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think there's some, I don't know. I'll show you. And I
Yeah,
have
really
no
cool.
idea.
I so look forward to
Yeah,
seeing that finished. Whenever you're ready, no pressure.
absolutely. Well, it's fun because they come with these sticker things. So you're just stitching over it's
Yeah, love that.
very user friendly. Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know if this ever happens to you where you like pick up something and you're like, oh, I'm going to be doing a lot of this. Like I can tell.
Yeah,
Like maybe not today. I've been too busy, but this feels really good. It's
for
very
sure.
repetitive,
Hmm.
relaxing, colors. There's a lot of birds to be made, like a lot of bird patterns.
Ooh, very cool. Yeah, I have a. I haven't done it. I haven't done anything with it, but I have an urge to get into cross stitch. So I need to, perhaps later in the year, maybe once the streaming thing becomes a bit more second nature, maybe I'll pull that out. Again, pottery is just screaming like, you spent thousands on a wheel last year, Jenna. What am I
Can't
doing
force
over
it.
here? um,
Can't force it.
no, it's fine. But yeah, I found some really cool patterns that were like on black cross stitch fabric, and you do with white thread like a dinosaur boned, because I love dinosaurs, like a dinosaur fossil design, but with like
Yeah.
flowers and things to kind of pretty it up as well. Yeah, I got the patterns, and I need to have my mum help me buy the supplies because she is the sewer, the seamstress in the
Oh,
family.
cool. It's a good resource to have. She'll know how to.
Yes, I will definitely buy the wrong things and spend way too much money if I'm left to my own devices.
Oh, I can't wait to see the dino. Do you know what kind of dinosaur you'd want to make?
Oh, there's a whole range of them. I'd probably start with the Stegosaurus though, because that's my favorite. Yeah.
That's a good dinosaur.
All right, what's the plan here? White Wagtail. I've taken cards, so I need to take food, and that's a good feeder for it. So let's do that. Thank you and thank you. And then we tuck the bluebird. Do I want the gannet?
Doing?
No. Okay. Okay. What's G doing? That's what I want to know. Oh, she's put
Yeah,
Puffin
keep an eye
down.
on.
She's put Puffin down. Of course she has.
That's a good
Where's
bird.
she finding this stuff? I mean, I know because she's got a good wetland bird and she's got a twite to cycle, but oh dear.
Oh dear is right. It's not
Oh
looking
dear.
good over here. Tell you what. Mm,
Oh, we got a Gould's Finch for hen. I would have loved that Rufus owl. I'm pretty jealous.
regrets. We're here.
I think it's kind of anybody's game though, really. Depending on what bonus cards G's got there.
I don't know if it's anybody's game looking at my score so far, but as far as our opponents go, yes. Very
You
reasonable.
might be able to do a little bit of moving and shaking on the nectar if you can get your hands on some. The feeder is
The feeder did not cooperate.
No, that's a terrible roll.
It's like the best I can do is worms.
Oh, you're at 63, hen? Oh, that's rough. Egg. Eggs on OE bullets. Really? That's. Yeah.
Yeah, and see, like I said earlier about G's board, it's like one of those boards where it's like, this could be really good. I just don't know.
Could be.
I don't have the neural pathways to understand all these birds yet, like to do a gestalt.
Yeah, I think everybody is kind of scrambling for finding the, like, there are some obvious good birds, but then using those birds to fit into existing strategies, I think is the where everyone's at the minute.
Absolutely.
Bad bonuses. That's rough. That's rough going.
I feel you on that. Weird bonuses over here. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? This is my inner monologue on every tournament game. At the end, I'm like, what am I doing?
But with more urgency, like
I never planned. And I'm like, I could calculate some things. I'm like, and I know I won't. And then I just can't be bothered to work a bird game. I'd rather.
I would love to turn those thumb screws and make you tell us what's coming up tournament wise, but I'm sure you are
Oh,
zipped lip
you'll
on
know
that.
soon.
I'll
Yeah.
know soon. New
Stay tuned.
tourney,
You'll find out really, really
new
soon.
tourney when?
It's a good time to be asking. That's all I'll say. Ooh. I'm excited. The next one's mine. I'm
Yay!
excited. I mean, not mine. We all work on all of them, but
Yeah.
yes, the best server.
Yeah, no. And,
No, I hear you.
Take a moment to say officially we really appreciate everything the mods do, and they don't get thanked often enough, in my opinion. And I think you guys should be eligible for festive prizes. That is my hot take. I don't think that's very fair.
That's really sweet of you. We can think about it. We want as many members as possible to enjoy, but
yeah,
that's really thank you.
You gotta reward yourselves somehow. I think tangibly.
You guys are the reward. You're great people, great humans. The game is the reward. It's really fun. I felt really lucky to be on the team this year.
Oh, for that. Yeah. Yes. Hopefully the kiln gods will smile upon my bird pottery, because a lot of those are going to the festive prize pool this year again. So, little spoiler for that.
Yeah, maybe we should make mods eligible.
Yeah.
And that's those are the best. Hi, mother love. Welcome.
Hello, good sir. Welcome.
Scared says it too. Okay, mods are now eligible.
Thank you for that astonishingly wonderful Abadabit card you just gave me, Hen. I'm honoured to receive the long-tailed tip. Well, I'm upset now because I really want that snowy owl. And I have no way to pick it up that I want to utilise. What's my plan here? I want to play Peregrine Falcon, Desert Finch. And then I have one spare turn because I've got to lay eggs. So let's just do the thing that's definitely going to happen. So we'll play the Peregrine Falcon.
That's a good way to do it.
Cool. Bro, who's running the cracked engine? Well,
is cracked good or bad?
Yeah, the major engine present is this Grasslands. It has been revealed that unfortunately the bonus cards here are not helping the score currently. So swiftly, we're not talking about the rye build today. Thank you. Just gonna politely shut that down. Yeah, I mean, bets are on G, I think, at the minute, knowing that Hen's bonuses aren't working well for her. So Indian Vulture is going to copy a bonus card of the previous player, which is going to be Merc, who has a nice pile there, so that's a bit dangerous. But I suppose it is dangerous to play the Indian Vulture.
Cracked is good.
Late
Got
round 4, where it's a minus points turn. And I don't think she's got Prairie Manager, because I think that was one of my options. Oh no, it wouldn't have done anything for Prairie Manager anyway.
We'll see. I'm at 82 points right now. Let's see how far I can pull that up in 2 turns. I want to break 100.
Oh, that's a noble goal. I love it.
Let's see what I can do. I don't
Cracked is
know.
good. Okay.
Cracked is good. That's good to know. Wait, I might be able to do it. Let's see.
Okay. Love that for you, Hen. Love that for you, Hen.
Wow. These are some good boards. Interesting boards.
Yeah, really
Oh, there's
interesting.
another Shrike?
Yeah, I was looking at him. He's a cutie.
Okay, that's
He's a bit
interesting.
like portly, I have to say, compared to the other
Yes,
Shreks. He's a bit of a chubby boy.
it's pleasant.
Yeah. I dig it.
I'm into it. The hummingbird's back. Hello, you.
Aw.
I gotta sit here more often.
I wish we had. I mean, I go to say things like, I wish we had hummingbirds in Australia, and then I go, hang on, do we? I don't know anything. Maybe we have hummingbirds.
Maybe you do. That would be exciting.
Do we get. I don't think we do. Hummingbirds. I can't type. In Australia. Are there hummingbirds in Australia? No, there are no hummingbirds in Australia. Okay.
Oh, well, there you have it.
There you go. No. To answer the question directly, no. In the
You
zoo,
guys-
perhaps.
I cannot remember all the nest types.
Oh,
I'm trying to.
well, honey. Cup, platform,
Well, here's the thing.
cavity, a ground, and star.
Oh, okay. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm doing the forest population monitor one,
Yeah.
and I was thinking it was 5 types and a star nest.
Oh, right. No.
It just made me question. I'm like, I thought I knew this game.
And the secret 5th type.
Exactly. I can't picture it at all. Oh, a kiwi.
I love it. So, okay. To do
So much better.
that play, I actually need another food. Do I need to draw draw food? I don't really want to. Oh, Hen, any chance you're gonna give out some food? Just asking for a friend. It's gonna be a maybe. Ooh, and maybe a worm from Merg, but probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not. Oh, G just dropping the trumpeter swan casually.
Ugh.
I need a
Oh.
seed. I need a pine cone. That's sad because I want to drop the desert finch. Anyway, I need to lay eggs anyway, so let's lay eggs. We'll see what happens.
Hen says she'll give you what you need.
Bless. That's collusion. That's collusion right here.
I hardly ever get to use that word. Collusion.
Collusion.
I'm gonna change that.
I mean, what are arts degrees for if not to drop big words occasionally to make people go, "Ooh, that's smart."
Ooh, collusion.
Look at
I'll
her,
report
the
back.
intellectual. I bet she knew what contiguous meant before the Taylor Bird came out. No, I didn't. That's right. You did give me the desert finch, which works. It's going to max out grassland ranger for me as well. So maybe you need to reassess whether you're going to give me the seed.
Cassowary incoming.
I've got a very disappointing 2-point omnivore. And actually, I should have taken prairie manager because it would have gotten me 1 more point. But
I don't think I'm gonna regret this.
I choose to believe that you're going to give me a pine cone because I am referring to it as a pine cone, and thus referencing our friendship.
I was so pleasantly surprised the first time I heard you call it a pine cone. I was like, I don't know that part of the game either. I'm gonna break 100. Oh,
Woo!
no, I'm not. Yes, I am.
In honor of Peachy, yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, my score isn't that great either, to be honest. I think G's gonna take this.
Gonna wipe the floor with us, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Oh, and G's gonna copy Hen's bonus card too.
That's fun.
I'm assuming the Kiwi isn't broken anymore, by the way. Did it get fixed? Somebody told me they crashed a game with the Kiwi recently.
Oh, yeah, this is bad.
This is bad.
I'm looking at my camera. Oh, this is bad.
That's a yikes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I expected. I just chatted and didn't think very hard the whole time.
Come here, babe. Come here, buddy. I would never choose to scoop you and show you to the internet. I would never do that to you. Come here. Come here. It's a pine cone. Yay!
Where is
Okay, Noel's played the Kiwi recently. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Alright, well I do have one extra turn.
That's true.
I think it's gotta be lay eggs for 4 points plus Falcon. And we'll load up on the forest. Yes, Falcon. Come here, bud. Come here, buddy. He's like, no, you'll pick me up. I don't wanna. But also I wanna be petted. Love me with respect. Come here. He's so suspicious. Come here.
I like your weird board, G.
Yeah, it is.
I really like it.
It is a moment.
It's the moment.
It is the moment. You've probably got fishery manager, I would assume.
It's a good prediction.
Although there are reasons to play all of those birds besides fishery manager.
Slice mix?
Everyone's kind of loaded up on the bonus cards.
Yeah, that's interesting. Much good it did me.
Yikes.
I scored on all of them, but ooh.
Rumours, so you don't play Kiwi. Yeah, okay. Kiwi is
Noted.
broken, pass it on.
Wow.
So what's my desert finch play going to be? It's going to be on each other bird, so it's 8 points plus 3, so it's 11 points. That's not too bad.
Oh, that's the desert finch.
Mm.
I see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Finches really are everywhere.
2 new grassland finches, and there might be more, but 2 that I remember. The trumpeter finch, which is kind of like it's the new player bird, like it's like the sister cola, but you can choose to subtract, I think, a seed from the bird cost or an egg.
That's cool.
Yeah.
A little flexibility.
A little bit of flexibility.
I think I underutilized this jungle fowl. What a great bird.
Yeah, it's a good one. Should you play Kakapo or Rybill for 6 bonus points? Well, while trying to remember what I've discarded in the bonus deck.
I always vote Kakapo. I think it's the
Yeah.
drama. But you shouldn't. That's how I make decisions, and it doesn't always pan out. Just like, what will be the most interesting?
Yeah, Visionary Leader would be a good one for you.
Confirm I do not have Visionary Leader.
Yeah, I'd go Kakapo Hen. I haven't seen anything good that I could tell you about that would be good for you. You get 3 points off Forester. Or 4? 4?
Let's see what's still pending. The Goldfinch play.
Mm-hmm. And
oh, that's what we're talking about essentially.
G's doing Twilight currently, I think.
Ooh. I wonder.
Oh yeah, true. So you're gambling with. I think there'd probably be an 8-point bonus card for you. I mean, don't quote me. Oh, how did I come last on that end of round? That's rough.
We were surprisingly aggressive about this end of round. Like, even those of us without grassland engines were going for it.
All right. Well, I did the Grassland Ranger thing. I was skeptical when I pulled that. Oh, hey, bud. Come here. Come here. Come on.
Oh, you got your Visionary Leader Hen. Very nice.
Woo.
That's a great one for you. May this be a
Love
lesson
it when a
to
plan
me.
comes together.
Yeah, me too.
Come here. You want this pet? Yeah. You want this scoop? Oh, he didn't want that scoop. Betrayed. Betrayed. Always betrayed. I'm sorry. I'm also not sorry. You want to watch the score count up with me? It's like your board is bad and you should feel bad.
Sounds like my kids. They sit there and they'll be like, "It looks like you're losing." I'm like, "I am, baby. I am."
Yeah.
Like, are you
Ben's
the blue
thing is,
one, Mom?
I'll just have started. I'll be in like the second turn of a game, and he'll be like, "Ah, you're winning," and I'm like,
Yeah, thank you for the support.
Hello. It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
What you doing, G? You picking your bonus cards?
Thinking.
Let's see, which of mine are good for G? I've got Diet Specialist, which would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she could do that one.
Yeah.
That's probably the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 6 points. Nothing crazy. I wonder where ESP is, and I hope it's not with G.
Oh, well, maybe she could have... I actually don't know. Bird counter? How many tuckers? 1, 2. Not as good.
You want to go down? Okay, I'm sorry. You wanted attention. This is attention. Yep, okay. Whoa. Alright, what's going on here?
Not sure. Oh, the Desert Finch is pretty.
Oh, only 4 from your bonus cards. Okay.
Ooh.
It's so weird to see the eggs cached on the grey warbler.
Oh, wait, where is
On
that? I want to
G's
see.
board, yeah, in the forest.
Cache eggs? Oh,
Well,
it's the extras
yeah, it's
from
the
the.
overflow
Yeah.
from the cuckoo.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to criticize Monster Couch when it's like nitpicky, but I think a better way to go design wise would have been to have like the eggs pop up in the normal space, but have them be like red or something. So
Oh, sure.
yeah, I think that would have been a cleaner way to do it.
Maybe a little easier to tell that it's not like
Mm.
a cat food or something like that. I
Mm.
could see. I learned some interesting birds today. The crested ibis,
Yeah.
the white
Yeah,
is
we got
cool.
quite a lot of Asia birds down.
Absolutely.
It's a game where I included the base and I've been cutting out the base a lot lately. So still managed to play a lot of Asia birds.
We
I
did.
mean I played literally one.
But as a group, we did quite nicely.
Yeah.
I only played three,
I
but I
played
liked them.
yeah, very boring game in terms of the birds I played, but that's okay.
Looks like we have a question from Mother Love, but it might be for Hen.
Elaborate, please. S'il
It
vous
says
plaît.
to do what? I didn't follow. And then I might have lost the thread.
Hmm.
Ah, we'll keep an eye.
We will. What you doing, G? Are we stuck?
Let's check on.
Yeah.
Check it on G.
Oh, I said something about eggs. So the like
Oh,
overflow eggs from the violet cuckoo. I think design wise it would have been cleaner and more visually impactful if they included those eggs just to the right of your normal egg spaces, but like have the eggs be in red or something like that. So they're like in the same place. That's my hot design take.
check it
Yeah.
on G.
I just think the way they are, they're just kind of easy to miss visually because they just look like caches. Extra egg holes, yeah.
And red is a good idea. You mentioned making the eggs red because I think that's what the egg color that comes with the Asia expansion, if I remember correctly.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure they're red. I don't know. I haven't looked at in a long time, but I think so. Yeah,
Um,
sorry, you heard the keyboard.
no, that's okay.
Yeah, but I was just
We we
checking on
support
D.
a loud clackety clack of keyboards around
Ah,
here.
nice.
Um, oh, you DM'd it, did you? Okay. The suspense on the final score.
It's killing me. Yeah. Will my score of 100 blow everyone away?
Deb's asking what kind of keyboard you've got.
Me? Oh, just the normal
Just a normal
MacBook
one.
keyboard.
Yeah.
But I would love to get a big chunky one with
Not
the
a
loud
heavy
key.
space age one like Ben's got. This crazy thing
Um,
we've got here.
Deb has a cool keyboard. I remember seeing
It's
it.
really
I
heavy.
really heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, Asian coal eggs are actually red. That's cool, Mother.
So it would be very fitting.
Didn't you?
I maybe G's fallen asleep, possibly.
Maybe, she's got a lot on her plate.
Yeah, she do. She do.
10 out of 10 recommend.
A razor black widow.
Good for you. That sounds cool.
It does.
Sounds like you could do some damage with it too, like if you needed to.
Razor black widow. What does that look like? Oh yeah. I think that was Ben's keyboard maybe before this one. I could be wrong on that. It looks very similar. It did a bit of a disco thing at night if his computer went to sleep instead of shutting down.
Like lights. I thought about bringing a cool one into work, but I already feel like I'm enough of a menace at work. Um, just I make noise. I forget, you know. I end up singing and stuff. I'm like, I probably don't need to be click clacking away in my office, but I might do it anyway. Oh, and they're not red at all.
Oh,
Noted.
fake
Thank you,
news.
Mother
Fake
Love.
news, mother love.
I appreciate your accountability.
Retraction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Did you say what you're reading right now? I did, Hen. I'm reading, I'm forgetting the title, but I have it right here. So I can. Somewhere Beyond the Sea by T.J. Klune. It's the sequel. I want to say it's The House in the Cerulean Sea. It's like young adult, really good young adult, very sweet.
Lovely.
Yeah.
What have I just started? I've only on like literally page 2. Well, like equivalent like 2 minutes into the audiobook, but it's called what is it called? The Course of Honor by Lindsay Davis. It's a historical fiction book about the Roman Empire and like some sort of a maybe like a political but also a love story between an emperor and like a former slave girl or something like that. It was recommended to me by somebody. I've been watching a lot of back on the Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping train. I've been watching a lot of reviews because I don't know anybody personally who has read it, so I've been like finding the internet people who have read it and are talking about it. So I've been watching a lot of those videos, and somebody recommended this book, and I was like, oh yeah, that sounds like my jam. Bit of historical fiction.
It sounds interesting.
Yeah, hopefully it's good.
Hopefully it's good. You can always quit.
I can, that is true. Although
After.
I will lament my spent Audible credit. But
oh, well, there's a sunk cost. That is fair.
Shake our fist at Amazon and move on with our lives. As we often do. We might need to give up on G.
We'll post the results later. Yeah.
Unfortunately, a bit of an anticlimax. I'm currently on 111 points.
108 for me.
108, okay.
For where I was 2 turns ago, I'm pretty proud. I was at like 80.
The end of round, so it really depends on what G's picking with her yellows.
Yeah. My score.
What's your score at currently, Hen? Have you done your teal yet? Oh, because you played the Kakapo with the Gould's Finch, so yeah, so you're at 102. Okay.
Okay.
So it looks like G's got 111 to beat, which looking at her board, I think she probably has done that, as long as her bonus cards are decent. So we'll say GG to G. I think she's taking this one out. But GG all. That was a fun one. Any last questions, I suppose, for Merg before we think about signing off? Unfortunately, we don't have time for another game, but perhaps another time we might be able to lure Merg back again one day in a few months.
Absolutely.
Maybe?
This was a delight. Thank you for having me. You're such a
Excellent.
community builder. You've brought so many good things to our space,
you.
so it's really nice to spend the time with you. Thank you
That
for
was the
having
goal, and I appreciate everyone who participates, because I couldn't do it alone. And yeah, the stream is nothing without all of the people who rock up every week. And for the last week and a half to 2 weeks, like most days is when I've asked everyone to rock up. So apologies for the spam on the media channel, but I'm like, today we're doing this, and then tomorrow we're doing this, and then next week we're doing this, and
Don't apologize. We love it. We're loving it.
Lots of fun.
Thank you. Yeah, we'd be happy to be.
Cool. Well, yeah, much love to everyone who's here, and our 4 players to Hen and to G Trudat as well. And big thank you to Merg. Yeah, it was a really fun one. Thanks, guys. Looking ahead to next week, we've got, I should have pulled this up before, we've got Palindrome. So we're going to hang out properly with Pally. That is on July the 3rd for me at midnight. So it'll be July the 3rd. No, hang on. So midnight. So it'll be July the 2nd for you guys in kind of the morning. I believe, is how that works,
Mm-hmm.
time zone wise. So it'd be, what is July the 3rd? Oh yeah, that's not far away at all, is it? So
No,
it's
next week.
Wednesday morning for the
Excellent.
US, and Wednesday early afternoon for Europe. So that's what's coming up directly next. We've got a few others planned the next few weeks. We've got Zobi, we've got Ava coming in, Ui Ava, in a couple of weeks. So that'll be a fun time. Adore her. So yes, my husband is not strictly hoovering, he's Dysoning. So bless him.
Mine vacuumed during the stream too.
Yeah.
We are living the dream.
Yes. Bless the husbands. Good stuff. All right. Thank you, everybody. Check the channel and the upcoming live streams section for specific times. But hope to see you guys again soon. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your. What time is it for you guys? It's getting up there into the evening, I presume, for my US peeps. So yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye everyone.
Ciao.
Thank you.